Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about add-ons, how you download them, how you can configure them, how you update them, everything about add-ons. So let's get into it. In your menu here, you go all the way down to options, and then once you're inside the options screen, you go all the way to the bottom where it says add-ons. Now these two menus are, you can do certain things in these. Browse add-ons is where you want to go. This will show you the list of all the add-ons that are available to download. This will also show you which ones you have installed. You can sort by the name, by how popular it is, like this, or how not popular it is, and then the status. So an easy way to figure out if you need to update your add-ons that you have installed is to go over to the status bar here and then sort it to where the installed ones come up to the top. And if there's an updated one here like this, then you just hit X on this and it'll bring up a menu. Now this menu is also where you can read the release notes, report a problem, and then you can also uninstall or reinstall. And then this is what we're going to do here. We're going to update this add-on. Now anytime you do any changes to an add-on, either uninstalling or updating a setting or just processing an update like I just did, you want to reload the UI. And there's a simple way to do that. If you look at the bottom of the screen right there, you just hit the square button. Once you have all your installs updated and everything that you're going to do with add-ons done, then you can reload the UI. You only have to do that once when you're finished with all your changes. So I'm going to go ahead and reload UI, and that'll update that add-on there. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into that menu. So if you want to see what an add-on does, for example, for this one, this is a nice add-on that I was using, but it was causing issues with the save error, and so I deleted it for now. I might reinstall it later. We'll see what happens. But this one is an add-on here. You can read the description by scrolling your right joystick. And then what this does is it tells you your progress on learning motifs and also recipes, such as food recipes or even furnishing recipes and all that. So that's how you look at information as to, and it also sometimes will give you a picture as to what it looks like. So that's an easy way to figure out whether or not you want to try an add-on. You just read through an add-on description on the right and see if it's something that you want to use. I'll just go through the ones that I currently have installed. I like quite a few of them. Zone map icons puts all the icons on your map so you can see like where sky shards are. So if you're on a character that doesn't know sky shards in a zone, it's a lot nicer to just have them on your map so that you know right where to run. Same with way shrines and all that stuff. Wizard's Wardrobe is really kind of buggy right now, but this is a add-on that will automatically change your gear while you're in trials. So if you want to have a setup for add-ons and trash fights, and then also boss fights, it'll switch. This is a really nice add-on here. One of the most annoying bugs in the game is when you're running around on a horse and there's a bug. There's a bug on the side of the water or something right when you're going to jump, and it instead pulls you off your horse even when you're in full gallop. And so this add-on prevents you from interacting with the bug while you're on the horse, so that you instead jump rather than interacting with the bug. So this is a really nice add-on in my opinion, and it works really well. It works as intended. The show equip, that's very simple to display because I actually have it running right now. It's at the bottom right of my screen. Shows you what gear I'm wearing on my character. Um, I'm currently on my crafter build, so I use Adept Rider, which gives me major expedition at all times, and then Jailbreaker from the Banished Cells gives me minor expedition, and then I'm also wearing Druid's Braid, or One Piece Druid's Braid, and the Ring of the Wild Hunt Mythic, so that makes my character extremely fast just to run around. This is what I farm with if I'm running around getting nodes, or if I'm doing surveys or anything like that. If I'm fishing, I'll also uh, use this build as well. I use a lot for overland stuff for this. But let's get back into this. The rare fish tracker. That's another one that I have on my screen right now, off to the left there. I'm currently working on getting fish out of all the DLC zones so that I can buy. There's a Argonian lifeboat that is now available at the achievement vendor. So I'm working on getting that. Murf's treasures. This is really nice. This will show you where treasure maps are, as well as surveys and things like that. All you have to do is get the item in your inventory, and then you just hit triangle, and then there's an option to have it show you on the map where this stuff is, so you don't have to look it up online. This one will just put the lore books on your screen, on your map for you, so you can, if you're hunting those, you can find those. This right here is really good for guild pricing. It'll give you kind of an average of what stuff is listed for, so you know if you're looking at a good deal or if you're trying to sell stuff, what to price it at. These are a bunch of libraries that add-ons function off of. The fancy action bar, I'm probably going to do an exclusive video on this because this one really kind of caught me off guard. I didn't like it at first, and then it really grew on me really quickly. This is a really amazing add-on in my opinion. It is very, very helpful. I will likely do a video on that add-on just alone. The Eyes of the Undaunted. This is really nice when you go into public dungeons. It puts a little push pin, also in delves. It puts a little push pin on the map. It shows you where the bosses are. So you don't, if you don't have those memorized, Lord knows there's enough of them in the game. It'd be hard to memorize all the delve boss locations and everything. But this will put a little push pin on the map so you can run and kill the delve boss if you want to. Really helpful if there's a lead dropping from one of them, or if perhaps you're farming gear from the area. Only certain pieces drop from delve bosses, so that's another good one. The Lazy Writ Crafter. I mean, this says it all on its own. If you're into doing daily crafting writs, this is a must-have. This pretty much does it automatically for you. You can do multiple days if you want to. Also, if you have hireling emails, you go into your hiring mail like this, and it will automatically just pull your mail right out for you in seconds. It's very quick. It's very nice. Awesome to have. I highly recommend that add-on as well. Get back in here. Back down to the list here. Autobind and Select. This is another really nice one. Let's say you're doing a dungeon that you have gear that you're still farming. If you get a new piece and you pick it up and put it in your inventory, it automatically binds to your sticker book. Really helpful, because if you happen to forget to bind that and then you go loot something else, you could get another one of those same copies, and then you missed out a unique draw there. So this automatically binds uncollected stuff into your sticker book without you having to go in there and do it yourself. Really, really nice add-on. Am I blocking? This is really good for tanks. to help with the block bug that's active right now. When you hold block, it will just tell you up on there that you're blocking. If you have some kind of like if I roll dodge, it'll flash real quick that I need to reblock. I've had this happen in dungeons and a couple of trials where it'll flash and it'll tell you when your block is dropped, and it's really nice to have. There's also like a little screen warble that happens. Um, so that's another good add-on that's I think is really helpful. There's been some other ones that I used to run that the save error was problematic, and I just at this time kind of uninstalled them until things get ironed out. I think this one right here was a big one for that. But that's look around and see what you want for add-ons. There's a lot of them in there to use. If you happen to want to just disable one, like for example, this fishing one is kind of obnoxious if you're not actively going fishing. You don't want that sucker to stay up on your screen. So all you got to do is go into your options, go into that same add-ons area, and instead of going into browse, you're going to go into manage add-ons, and you're going to select this, and you're going to go to the add-on that you want to disable. So we're going to disable the rare fish tracker. This does not uninstall it. It just basically prevents it from showing on your screen. So you just uncheck it like that. And again, since we're making an update, you have to reload UI by pressing the square button. And so when this gets done, you will see that the fish tracker is no longer on my screen. And there it is. It's gone. It's still downloaded. I don't have to re-download it or anything. I just disabled it for the time being. And then if I want to go back to fishing, all I have to do is go to the options, go into the add-ons, go into manage, recheck it, and then reload UI again. And this will bring the add-on right back up on the screen for me. And there it is. Okay, now if there's any configurations that you want to do to add-ons, that is done in a different area. You go from this main screen here, and this add-ons menu here is where you're going to do all your configurations. You go into the add-ons, and then you find the add-on that you want to mess with. So let's just go again to this rare fish tracker because it's an easy one to work with. You want it to show on the menu while you're in the menu so you can see where it's at, or you can turn it off. That's what this is. And then these all change where the window sits as well as what it looks like. So this, for example, will move it over there, left and right in the world map, or up and down in the world map. And that means when you have your world map up, these are true positions of where they're at just while you're in the game, not in a menu. And then this changes how dark the background is. There's all kinds of different things you can do with this add-on. They're not all like this. Some add-ons don't have very many things to switch on and off. Like for this one here, this is the show equipped one. You can choose what color the completed sets show, the uncompleted sets, and then where it's positioned on the screen. Wizard's Wardrobe is really bugged right now. It's not saving the settings. I would not recommend trying to use it right now. It just doesn't work as intended. I know they have said in their notes that this is a developer issue. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have tried several times to set up build situations for trials on here, and it just is flat out not working right now. So hopefully they get that fixed in the future, because it would be really great for us to be able to use it on console. The Lazy Writ Crafter has quite a few settings. It'll warn you when you're about to have your reset. It'll tell you whether or not you can turn on this, and it'll automatically make your master writs for you. All you have to do is walk up to the station and initiate it. this is basically where you do all your configurations of what you want the add-on to look like and what you want it to do. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of different things that you can put on these menus here and change how the add-on functions. If you want to uninstall an add-on, again, you go into this menu here, you go to the very bottom of the add-ons, and you go into the Browse Add-ons. And what I like to do is I reverse sort by status to have everything that you're installed right up top here. And for example, like if you wanted to uninstall the Rare Fisher one, you're not going to use it anymore. Maybe you'll download it again someday, who knows, but if you just want to get rid of it because it's causing problems, you just hit X, you hit uninstall, and then it will uninstall it. And then again, you would have to hit the reload UI to basically get that off of your game. So that's going to be it for this video. I just want to do a quick add-ons overview on how to find them, how to configure them, all of that, because I know it can be a little bit confusing. It took a while for me to kind of iron that out, but I wanted to make a video to see if that would help people out with that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video or found it helpful, please look at my videos on my channel. If you go to my YouTube channel and go down to the created playlists, I have several playlists created on my channel for subjects like tanks, healers, DPS, PvP stuff, general knowledge, crafting, all kinds of stuff in there. Please check it out, see what else might interest you, and give it a look. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.